Right, good morning. Normally in the error paper, question number 1 company and second one relevant for management account parts. Question number third one 40 marks 2019 and 20 relevant for accounting equation. As well as normally question number fourth one relevant for prime and books parts. Prime and books. And normally there are 3 parts available in the question. Right, we have discussed accounting concepts, accounting standards, and legal requirements under financial accounts. And there are 16 lessons available. MCQ, there are 50 questions available. Out of 100 marks, 50 marks relevant for MCQ parts. Therefore, MCQ very important, as well as standard very important. Normally, standard they check in the MCQ paper, as well as in the company sum. Right, think about LKS 8. Definitely they ask this part. This part they ask definitely. Accounting policies, changes in accounting estimates, and errors. Now I'm going to discuss only accounting policies parts. Policy. First one, you have to know definition. They ask in the MCQ paper. Question number 31 to 50. Therefore, this one keep in your mind. Accounting policies are specific principle, basis, conversions, rules and practice applied by an entity in preparing and presenting financial statement. They ask this part in the MCQ paper, question number 31 to 50. Therefore, very important. This is a definition based on LKS 8. And you have to know how to determine accounting policies. Think about example for accounting policies. Example for accounting policies. When we are going to calculate cost value of inventory, first in, first out method can be used, as well as weighted average cost method can be used. Those are called accounting policies. Think about accounting policies are specific principle, basis, conversions, rules, and practice applied by an entity in preparing and presenting financial statement. Think about example also. When we are going to calculate cost value of inventory, first in, first out method or weighted average cost method can be used. And second one, property, plant, and equipment should be included under non-current assets based on cost model or based on revaluation model. Accounting policies example. එක්ක අපිට cost එකට තියාගෙන යන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් revalue කර කර තියාගෙන යන්න පුළුවන්. එක අවුරුද්දක් revalue කරොත් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ඊළඟ අවුරුද්ද revalue කරන්න ඕන. Therefore think about second time revaluation available. Second time revaluation. Cost model and revaluation model. What is the meaning of cost model? Property, plant and equipment should be included on non-current assets based on cost. දිගටම cost එකට තියාගෙන යනවා එක්කෝ. එහෙම නැත්නම් revalue කර කර තියාගෙන යනවා. මේ අවුරුද්ද revalue කරනවා ඊළඟ අවුරුද්ද revalue කරනවා. Those are accounting policies. cost එකට නම් දිගටම cost එකට තියාගෙන යන්න ඕන. revalue කරොත් එහෙම දිගටම revalue කර කර යන්න ඕන. Accounting policies. Normally accounting policy should not be changed from time to time. Should not be changed based on consistency concepts. Accounting policy should not be changed. 5-4 නම් අපි apply කරන්නේ දිගටම 5-4 apply කරන්න ඕන. මේ පාර 5-4 ඊළඟ පාර backward මාරු කරන්න බෑ. Think about 2020 company sum. Adjustment number 1. There's accounting policy change. Question number 1. Adjustment number 1. 2020 company sum. When we are going to apply FIFO methods for calculate inventory, continuously we have to apply FIFO methods. මේ අවුරුද්දේ FIFO ගිහලා ඊළඟ පාරද back එකට යන්න. ඊට පස්සේ ආපහු FIFO යන්න එහෙම බෑ. Based on consistency concepts, we have to maintain quality. If accounting policy change, comparability violators. Comparability. Therefore, consistency should be maintained. As well as this part also very important, you have to know how to determine accounting policies. As well as normal accounting policy should not be changed, but it has given there are 2 situations accounting policy can be changed. Very important this one. මේ ටික අනිවාර්යෙන් paper එකේ එන්න තියෙන ඉඩකඩ වැඩි. Think about how to determine accounting policies. This is standards. If accounting standard directly apply, to a transactional events. Accounting policy should be set based on guidance provided by relevant accounting standards. Think how to determine accounting policies. And second one, if accounting standard does not directly apply to a transaction or events, then accounting policy can be set according to the decision of the management. Very, very important. Several times they ask in the AL paper, MCQ paper, you have to know how to determine accounting policies. As well as this one, normally accounting policy should not be changed from time to time based on consistency concepts. But it has given there are two situations can be changed. මෙන්න මේ වාගේ වෙලාවක policy change කරන්න පුළුවන් අපිට. First one, requirement of some other accounting standards. Requirement of some other accounting standards. Second one, if the effect of transactional events on the entity's financial position, performance and cash flow can be shown more reliable and trustworthy manner by using new accounting policies, in this situation also can be changed. By using new accounting policy, financial position, performance and cash flow can be shown more reliable and trustworthy manner. By using new accounting policies, in this situation, policy can be changed. But normally, accounting policy should not be changed based on consistency concepts. Consistency. Right now, think about question number 1. Question number 1 and 2 relevant for LKS 8. Same example, but requirement is changed. Think about question of first one, what would be the answer? Same example, but requirement is changed. Relevant for LKS 8. Think question number 1, what would be the answer? දැන් මෙන්න මේ පාට එක මම මුදේම මේ දැම්මේ මේක එනවා පේපර් එක අනිවාර්යෙන්ම. ඕගොල්ලෝ මේ ටික හොඳට බලන්න. Accounting policies definition and in which situation can be changed accounting policies, as well as how to determine accounting policies. Think about question of first one. Which of the following statement is correct in relation to determination of accounting policies? Think how to determine accounting policies. As well, case 8. This is answer. If accounting standard directly apply to the transaction events, then based on guidance provided by accounting policy standards, we have to decide accounting policy. But if accounting standard does not directly apply, in this situation, based on decision of the management, can be decide accounting policies. Therefore, think about answer question number 1. They ask how to determine accounting policies. First one correct. If accounting standard directly apply to the transaction events, then accounting policy can be set based on guidance provided by accounting standards. This one correct. But second one and third one, this is the way we can change. This is situation. Can be changed accounting policies. Therefore, B and C is not answer. B and C, that is a way we have to change accounting estimates, accounting policies. But think about D. If accounting standard does not directly apply to the transaction events, then accounting policy should be set according to the decision of the management. Therefore, this is the way we have to determine accounting policies. B and C relevant for changes in accounting policies. Accounting policy also can be changed. There are two situations. Therefore, B and C relevant for accounting policy changes. Therefore, question number 1 answer A and D. Question number 1 answer A and D. They ask in which situation can be changed how to determine accounting policies. But question number second one, they ask in which situation can be changed accounting policies. Question number 1 and 2 very, very important, relevant for standards. They ask which of the following statement is correct in relation to changes in economic policies. Think about economic policy can be changed. There are two situations. Requirement of some other economy standards. And second one, if the effect of transactional events on the entity's financial position, performance and cash flow can be shown more reliable and trustworthy manner by using new economic policies, in this situation can be changed. Two situations normally should not be changed based on consistency concepts. If economic policy change, comparability is violated. Therefore, question number 2, answer, there's in which situation can be changed economic policies, answer B and C. A and D, think about question number 1 and 2, same, answers are same. A and D relevant for how to determine economic policies, but B and C relevant for in which situation can be changed economic policies. Therefore, question number 2 one, answer B and C. Question number 3 one, I have discussed last week also. Like this question I have discussed, relevant for LKS 10 events after the reporting period. Think about preparation and presentation of financial statement. Its responsibility should be taken by the directors of the company. Companies, financial statements, preparation and presentation of financial statement. Its responsibility should be taken by the directors. Therefore, directors should sign on the financial statement before present to the stakeholders. Therefore, as events after the reporting period, you have to consider between end of the reporting period and date when the financial statement are authorized for issue by the directors. Directors should sign on the financial statement. Therefore, that is the time period you have to consider. Between end of the reporting period and when the date financial statement authorized for issue by the directors. Directors la sign කරන දවස වෙනකන් විතරයි අපි ගන්න. Normally, each and every year, financial statement of the company should be prepared before 30th September 2000 each year. Before 30th September. හැම කම්පැනියක්ම මාස 6ක කාලයක් දීලා තියෙනවා ගණන් හදන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ 31st March වල ඉඳන් 30th September වෙනකන් ගණන් හදන්න පුළුවන්. All the companies, their financial statements should be sent to the company register before 30th September. Before that, directors should sign on the financial statement. Reason, directors are the person who take responsibility for preparation and presentation of financial statement. Therefore, you have to consider as after the reporting period, the date signed by the director. Between end of the reporting period and date signed by the director, that is a time period you have to consider as events after the reporting period. But think about this example. It has given drafted its financial statement 20th May 2020. Drafted for the year end 31st March 20. This is our economic period. And board of director review then 5th June 2020 and sign the financial statement on 24th June 2020. Think what sign the financial statement on 24th June 2020 by the director. Think of board of director review 5th June 2020 but sign the financial statement on 24th June 2020. This is the time period between end of the reporting period and the date when the financial statement are authorized for issue by the director. But it is given financial statement were made available for shareholders. Think about date. And they authorized them on 30th June 2020. Shareholders la meeting එකේ approval එක දෙන්න ඕන මේකට. But as if event after the reporting period, you have to consider up to the date signed by the director. Therefore, between end of the reporting period or end of the accounting period 31st March 20 and date signed by the director 24th June 2020. Therefore, they ask, what is the time period applicable for identifying events occur after the reporting period? Answer is 5. Right, question number third one. Question number fourth one and fifth one also relevant for events after the reporting period. Sometimes they ask adjacent events and sometimes they ask non-adjacent events. Think about events occur after the reporting period. Some event can be adjacent, some events cannot be adjacent. Think about example for adjacent events. Debtors became a bankrupt and inventory recognition NRV lower than the cost value. As well as decision of the court case has been delivered, transfer to the general reserves. Those are the adjacent events. Adjusted and errors occur during the accounting period after recognition. Before signed by the director, recognition. Adjacent events. Those that are provide evidence of the condition as at the reporting period, that is a definition of adjacent events. But think about non-adjacent. Example, due to flood or fire, damaged the assets. Decline in the market value of investment. Proposed dividends for ordinary shares. Government has been decided to acquire part of land for construction road. Those are non-adjacent events. ඒ කියන්නේ 31st March වලට හිතා ගන්න බැරි දෙයක් වුණොත් direct sign කරන්න කලින්. Those are called non-adjacent events. Those that are indicative of the condition that arise after the reporting periods. ඒවා ඇති වෙලාම තියෙන්නේ after the reporting period, non-adjacent. Right, think about the question of fourth one. Financial statement of Anjula PLC for the year end 31st March 20 were authorized by director on 15 May 2020. This is the time period you have to consider. And given annual general meeting of the company was held, date is given, but it is not relevant. And given following events took place, company after 31st March 20. First one, think about requirements. There's which of above events should be adjusted for the financial statement of this company for the year end 31st March 20. There's adjacent events. Sometimes there's non-adjacent events. There's adjusted events. Adjusting. That first one, think about example for adjacent events. Debtor became a bankrupt, but debtor should be as at 31st March 20, then became bankrupt, can be adjusted. And decision of the court case has been delivered, can be adjusted. But case has been filed before 31st March 20. As well as inventory recognition NRV lower than the cost value, adjusting. Like that, those that are provide evidence of the condition as at the reporting periods. ඒ කියන්නේ 31st March වලට වෙයි කියලා හිතා ගන්න පුළුවන් දෙයක් වුණොත් adjust කරනවා අපි. That think about there's adjacent events. But think about due to flood or fire, damage to the assets cannot be adjusted. Decline in the market value of investment should not be adjusted. And proposed dividends for ordinary shares should not be adjusted. And government has been decided to acquire part of land for construction road should not be adjusted. Right now, think about here. There's adjacent events. First one, building cost in 1 million was destroyed due to fire before signed by the director, non-adjacent. There's adjacent events. Therefore, part A is not answered. And debtor who owned 500,000 was declared bankrupt. Think about date before signed by the director. But it has given this debtor balance arise due to sales of goods on 5th April 2020. Think what credit sales date is given 5th April 2020. Therefore, data is not available as at 31st March 20. Data created after the reporting period then became a bankrupt. Should not be adjusted. Normally, data became a bankrupt should be adjusted, but data should be available as at 31st March 20. But here, data created after the reporting period. Data is not available as at 31st March 20. Therefore, part B also should not be adjusted. Therefore, part B also is not answered. And say, tax estimate rupees 400,000 payable for vehicle import in 31st March 20 was informed to the company by Sri Lanka Custom on think what date before signed by the director. Adjacent events. අපි දන්නවා වාහනයක් ගෙනාවොත් එහෙම ටැක්ස් ගෙවන්න ඕන කියලා දන්නවා. But it is confirmed. Think what? It is given inform the company by the Sri Lanka Custom before signed with the director. But vehicle purchased before 31st March 20, we know import tax we have to pay tax. But it has confirmed before signed by the director, that is adjusting. Therefore, answer is part C. Part C answer. They are adjusting events. Think part B is not adjusted. Part B, data became bankrupt. Normally should be adjusted, but data is not available as at 31st March 20. That is the reason. Data created after the reporting period. Therefore, part B should not be adjusted. Think about question number 5. Also relevant for events after the reporting period. MCQ 5ක් වරද්දගත්තොත් එහෙම partnership sum එක හැදුවේ නෑ වගේ ඉෆෙක්ට් එකක් එනවා exam එකේ. Very important MCQ. Question number 5, think about. Also relevant for LKS 10 events after the reporting period. Financial statement of Nadun PLC for the year in 31st March 20 were authorized by director on 31st May 2020. Think what date signed by the director. Were authorized by the director. But it has given annual general meeting of the company was held after that. The following event took place in relation to company after 31st March 20. See the requirements. Which of above events should be adjusted in the financial statement? Those that are provide evidence of the condition as at the reporting period, that is a definition. Example, debtor became a bankrupt, but debtor should be as at 31st March 20. And decision of the court case has been delivered, but case has been filed before 31st March 20. Inventory recognition NRV lower than the cost value, adjusting. Transfer to the general reserves, adjusting. But due to flood or fire damage the assets, decline in the market value of investment, proposed dividends for ordinary shares, government has been decided to acquire part of land for construction road, none adjusted. Thus, which of above events should be adjusted? First one, decline in the market value of investment of the company listed on the Colombo Stock Exchange, none adjusted. Decision of the court case was delivered. Think what date before sign by the director. It is correct. Confirming that the company is liable to pay compensation to major customer who had filed case against company. Think what date before 31st March 20. Before end of the accounting period, case has been filed, and before signed by the director, decision has been delivered. Adjusting. Therefore, part B, adjusting events. Think what case has been filed before 31st March 20. Those that are provide evidence of the condition as at the reporting period, that is a definition of adjusting events. Definition of adjusting events. And think about third one also. It has given declaration of final dividends to rupees 2 per share. That is a proposed dividends for ordinary shares. proposed dividends for ordinary shares non-adjusting. And part D, sales of inventory 25th May 2020 before signed by the director at price lower than it cost at 31st March 20. Think about inventory recognition NRV lower than the cost value. Cost එකට වඩා අඩු ගානකට විකුණුවොත් director sign කරන කලින් that value should be considered as a inventory. Recognition NRV lower than the cost value. Adjusting events. Therefore, part D also adjusting. Part D also adjusting events. There's adjusting answers B and D. Answers B and D. Question number 6 relevant for LKS2 inventory. Based on prudence concepts, financial position as inventory should be include lower value of cost and NRV. Therefore, you have to know how to calculate lower value of cost and net realizable value based on prudence concepts. Standard very important. They check MCQ paper standards. Think about cost of production is given, expected sales value is given, expected further completion cost, and expected selling expense is given. Think about how to calculate net realizable value. Estimate selling price minus expected further completion cost minus expected selling expense. First one, try to recognize how to calculate net realizable value. Based on prudence concepts, lower value of cost and net realizable value should be included under current assets. Cost value is given. There are 3 items. Think about item by item basis and group basis can be applied when we are going to recognize lower value of cost and net realizable value of inventory. LKS2 cost value is given, but it has not given net realizable value. Net realizable value can be calculated estimate selling price minus estimate further completion cost minus estimate selling expense. Therefore, first one, try to calculate net realizable value. Thus, according to item by item basis, what is the value of inventory as at 31st March 21? Our account period end of the year 31st March 21. Net realizable value is not given. Therefore, from the beginning, try to calculate net realizable value, NRV. Estimate selling price minus estimate selling expense minus estimate further completion cost. From this value should be deduct these 2 values. Therefore, here value equal 490,000. Take the answer. This one minus this one minus this one. Like that calculate. Therefore, here value equal 755,000. And here value equal 935,000. Think about cost value and net realizable value. Now think about method item by item basis. Method item by item basis. Therefore, now think about lower value. You have to calculate lower value of cost and net realizable value. Lower value. Lower value. You have to compare with this one. This is the net realizable value and this is the cost value. Now you have to compare with cost and net realizable value. Then take the lower amounts. Take the lower amounts. Compare with cost and net realizable value. Therefore, this one 500,000 cost value. Think about A, item by item basis. A cost value equal 500, but net realizable value equal 490. Therefore, low amount equal 490. Think about part B. Cost value equal 750,000 and net realizable value 755,000. Therefore, low amount equal cost value 750,000. And part C, think about cost value 950,000, but net realizable value 935,000. Therefore, low amount equal 935,000. take its total value, that is value should be considered as inventory based on prudency concepts. Financial position as inventory should be include low amounts, its total value. Therefore, take its total value 490 plus 750 plus 935. Therefore, here value equal 2,175,000. Think about prudency concepts. Asset and income should not be overstated. Liability and expense should not be understated. Therefore, based on prudency concepts, think about application part of prudency. Financial position as inventory should be included lower value of cost and NRV. Sometimes there's double entry also. If there's double entry, you have to calculate total cost value also. But in this example, answer equal second one. Sometimes there's stock written off. Sometimes there's stock written off. In this situation, you have to calculate cost value, its total amount also. Take the cost value total amounts 500,000 plus 750,000 plus 950,000. මම කියන්න දේ තේරුම් ගන්න try කරන්න. Cost value total amount equal 2,200,000. Based on matching concepts, ඔන්න මේ ප්‍රශ්නේ අහන්න නැහැ මේ කතන්දරේ. නමුත් අහන්න පුළුවන් මේක. Cost of inventory equal 2.2 million, but net realizable low amount equal 2,175,000. Based on item by item basis, lower value, its total amount should be included under current assets. This is value should be included under current assets. Based on prudency concepts and based on matching concepts, cost value should be included under cost of sales calculation. And difference value is stock written off. Sometimes there's stock written off also. If they ask stock written off, difference value equal to 25,000. And sometimes there's double entry. If they ask double entry, inventory account debit this value. Inventory account debit 2,175,000. If they ask double entry, important. Stock account, inventory account debit. Inventory account debit. If they ask double entry, inventory account debit 2,175,000 as well as stock written off expense debit, stock written off account debit 25,000. Think if they ask double entry and total cost value credit trading account or cost of sales. Think what debit. Debit entry should be written from the beginning. Inventory account debit, low amount its total value. Stock written off account debit, that is expense. Stock written off should be included under other expense, that is expense. Stock written off account debit as well as credit trading accounts or cost of sales. Trading accounts. Trading account means income statement up to gross profit. Trading accounts or cost of sales. Cost of sales expense think about. Therefore, this is the double entry. Trading account or cost of sales account credit. Cost value total amount equal to 2.2 million. Trading account means up to gross profit. If they ask double entry, inventory assets should be include financial position, lower value of cost and NRV. Lower value of cost and NRV. But under cost of sales calculation based on matching concept, cost value should be included. This is the double entry if they ask. Double entry. Matching concept relevant as well as prudency concept relevance. Prudency. Right, therefore question number 6 answer. Second one, sometimes there's stock written off, sometimes there's double entry. Think about it. Question number 7, think about relevant for profit equation, accounting equation and profit equation. Accounting equation very, very important. 2020 and 19, both paper 40 marks relevant for accounting equation. Compound sum also 40 marks. See the question number third one, 2019 and 20. Very, very important. Therefore, දැන් ගොඩක් ළමයි හිතාගෙන ඉන්නේ economic equation දන්නවයි කියලා. එතන වැඩිපුර බලන්නේ නැහැ පාඩම දිහා. 40 marks. Company also 40 marks. Very important economic equation. That question number third one, profit equation. Think what profit can be calculated by using two methods based on income and expense. Based on income and expense, we are going to calculate profit and loss. You have to prepare income statement. And second method, if it has not given income and expense, also profit can be calculated. If it has not given income and expense, also profit can be calculated. That is a profit equation. Net asset basis, closing equity, closing capital, closing equity minus opening equity plus drawings minus additional capital. That is a profit equation also definitely there in the paper. Reason, small business organization not maintain books of account properly. Therefore, when we are going to calculate profit and loss in the small business organization, normally we have to use profit equation. There are more small business organizations available in Sri Lanka. Therefore, you have to know how to calculate profit and loss. Income and expense not given, but profit can be calculated. That is a profit equation. Definitely there's paper. Sometimes there's in the partnership sum. Partnership sum. It has given closing equity, opening equity, drawings, additional capital. You have to know how to calculate profit and loss. After that, appropriation accounts. Then partners capital and current accounts. By තාම ඇවිල්ලා නැහැ paper එකේ profit equation එකත් එක්ක partnership ගන්න. මේ පාර එන්න පුළුවන් profit equation with partnerships. He has given assets and liability, not given income and expense. Opening, closing, assets and liability has given. I will discuss some example later. Profit equation with partnerships. තාම exam එකේ ඇවිල්ලා නැහැ. එන්න පුළුවන්. Therefore, you have to know how to calculate profit and loss by using profit equation. Closing equity minus opening equity plus drawings minus additional capital. Therefore, think about question number 7th. There's equation that could be used to calculate profit of the business. Profit equation. Closing net assets. Net asset equal equity. Net asset, capital, equity all are equal. Closing net assets minus opening net assets plus drawings minus additional capital. Therefore, answer is the third one. Answer is the third one. And 8, there's definition of depreciation. Think how to calculate depreciation. Cost minus residual value divided by useful lifetime. Cost minus residual value mean depreciable amounts divided through its useful lifetime. That is the definition of depreciation. Cost minus residual value, it is called depreciable amounts divided through its useful lifetime. That is the depreciation. Therefore, according to the Sri Lanka Accounting Standard 16, depreciation is defined. Systematic allocation of depreciable amounts. Systematic allocation of depreciable amount of an asset over its useful lifetime. Not cost value, cost minus residual value. It is equal depreciable amounts. Therefore, question number 8, answer second one. Sometimes there's depreciable amount also. Depreciable amount mean cost minus residual value. Cost minus accumulated depreciation, that's a net book value. Think about net book value, depreciable amounts. They are MCQ paper. And question number 9, relevant for concepts. It has given cost of loose tools is completely written off to the profit and loss accounts during the year of purchase, even though they can be used more than 1 year. Under which of accounting concepts does this accounting treatment consist? Think about a small amount of equipment, although those assets should not be considered as assets based on materiality concepts. we have to provide material information. Those assets, but small amounts, should not be disclosed separately as assets. දැන් නිකන් හිතන්න ස්ටේපල් මැෂින් එකම ඒවත් asset තමයි business එකේ තියෙන. But those are should not be disclosed under financial position as assets. Reason those are not material. ඒවා වෙනම disclose කරේ නැහැයි කියලා ගන්න decision වලට effect එකක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Therefore those are not material. Therefore no need to recognize as assets separately. Can be considered as expense. Although those assets ඒවා asset උනත් වෙනම disclose කරන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. Reason those are not material. ඒවා වෙනම disclose කරේ නැහැයි කියලා stakeholdersලා ගන්න decision වලට effect එකක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Those are non-material. Therefore, based on materiality concepts, question number 9, answer 5, we have to provide only material information. Material කියන්නේ මොනවද? Decision ගන්න effect වෙනවා විතරයි පෙන්වන්නේ. දැන් මොකක් හරි කරුණක් අපි disclose කරේ නැත්නම් ඒ හේතුව නිසා ගන්න decision වෙනස් වෙනවා නම් අනේව material. කියන මොකක් හරි අපි තොරතුරක් disclose කරේ නැහැ කියලා හිතන්නකෝ. අන්න ඒක disclose කරේ නැති හින්දා ඒක ගැන දන්නේ නැතුව කවුරු හරි decision එකක් ගත්තොත් එයා ගන්න decision එකට අරක effect වෙනවා නම් අන්නවට අපි කියනවා material information. Right, therefore a small amount of equipment should not be considered as assets separately based on materiality concepts. Question number 10. Think about double entry system, general ledger as well as debtors and creditors ledger. Lesson third one. Think about when we are going to maintain ledger, it can be maintained with control accounts as well as without control accounts. Normally in the paper they ask with control accounts. It means if there are more individual debtors and creditors, all the individual debtors and creditors should be removed from the general ledger. We have to maintain separate ledger for debtors and creditors. Those are called debtors ledger and creditors ledger. In the general ledger, for debtors ledger, for creditors ledger, you have to maintain only one ledger accounts. For debtors, that is a debtor control accounts. For creditors, that is a creditor control accounts. Therefore, control accounts should be maintained in the general ledger. Double entry system should be applied in the general ledger. But debtors and creditors ledger, there is no double entry. Single entry system should be applied. Therefore, they ask company that maintain control accounts only in the general ledger and subsidiary ledger. For the debtors and creditors, keep accounting according to. Think about debtors and creditors ledger, there is no double entry. Single entry system should be applied. Therefore, answer is a double entry system in the general ledger and single entry system in the subsidiary ledger. Subsidiary ledger means debtors and creditors ledger, there is no double entry. Single entry system should be applied. Therefore, question number 10, answer is a fourth one. Accounting policies, this part very very important. මේ ටික අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම කටපාඩම් කරගන්න. එක්සෑම් එකට කලින් මම එක ගොඩක් ඉස්සරහම මේ ඩිස්කස් කරේ very important part. Accounting policies, think about definition and how to determine accounting policies as well as in which situation can be changed accounting policies. And example for accounting policies also sometimes they ask. Example for accounting policies, think what when we are going to calculate cost value of inventory, FIFO methods as well as weighted average cost method can be used. Those are the example for accounting policies. As well as property plant equipment can be disclosed under non-current assets by using cost model or revaluation model. Those are called accounting policies. Example. Right now I'm going to discuss partnership part. We have been discussing partnership lesson. End of this lesson, you have to know those kind of things. Think about partnerships. First one, you have to know how to prepare financial statement for partnerships. If it is trading business, if it is service business, and if it is manufacturing business. I have discussed already trading business and manufacturing business with partnerships. Last week I have discussed. As well as you have to know admission part as well as retirement part. If new partner was admitted to the business, two adjustments should be done. First one, cash bought by new partner should be recorded. Second one, goodwill of the partnership should be adjusted. And if it has given retirement also, two adjustment. If it has given retirement, two adjustments should be done. First one, equity of the retired partner should be calculated. It should be calculated through the partner's capital account. And next one, if it has not paid in cash, based on that value, you have to calculate loan interest also based on section 42. Equity of the retired partner, you have to know how to calculate, as well as goodwill of the partnership should be adjusted, two adjustment. And if equity of the retired partner was not paid at the time of retirement, it should be transferred to the loan account also. And section 24 as well as 42 of the 1890 Partnership Act, you have to know. 1890 Partnership Act, section 24 as well as section 42. Section 24 relevant for profit appropriation part. If it has not given agreement, you have to apply section 24. Profit and loss should be shared equally. Interest on capital should not be paid. Salary should not be paid. As well as if loan is given by the partner to the partnership, 5% annual interest should be paid. Those are the things included under section 24. And section 42, relevant for retirement part, there are two parts available. First one, equity of the retired partner was not paid at the time of retirement. It should be transferred to the loan accounts. Capital account debit, loan account credit. As well as based on that loan, 5% annual interest should be paid. Those are the things available in the section 42. Right, you have to know how to prepare financial statement, manufacturing and trading business with partnerships. Trade in business with partnerships. Incomplete record with partnerships. Incomplete records. If it has not given trial balance, those are called incomplete records. But today I'm going to discuss service business partnerships incomplete. Lesson incomplete organization partnerships. Business service. කරුණු තුනක් තියෙනවා බලන්න. Service business එක lesson එක incomplete විදිහට තියෙන්නේ. It has not given trial balance as well as organization partnerships. Organization partnerships. Right, question number first one, relevant for service business. It has given financial position. Think how to prepare financial statement of the service business. Service business, very important, not trading business. If it has given trading business, debtors and creditors available. If it is trading business, debtors and creditors available. Trading business කියන්නේ purchase කරලා විකුණන එක. Service business, service එක තමයි provide කරන්නේ. Think about trading business and service business. Service business, think about lawyers firm, or lawyers ලාගේ බලන්න, doctors ලාගේ තියෙන firm, අනිව service business. ගොඩක් වෙලාවට තියෙන partnership එකක් විදියට. And think about this example. Difference thing when we are going to compare with trading business, when we are going to prepare income statement, sales minus cost of sales cannot be deducted. Cost of sales not available. විකුණන්නේ කොහෙන් හරි ගත්තු දෙයක් නෙවෙයි. Service එක තමයි විකුණන්නේ. Therefore income minus service income. Service income minus sometimes it has given stationary use. Main expense of the service business is stationary use. Therefore, when we are going to calculate gross profit, consultancy income minus, if it has not given consultancy expense, you have to deduct stationary use. Normally, service business main expense is stationary. Therefore, stationary use should be deduct. Then gross profit can be calculated. Sometimes it is given consultant's income as well as consultant's expense. In this situation, consultancy income minus consultancy expense can be deducted. Then gross profit can be calculated. But if it has not given consultancy expense, main expense is stationery use deduct. Not available cost of sales. විකුණන්නේ කොහෙන් හරි purchase කරපු දෙයක් නෙවෙයි. In the service business. Let's see the question number 1. Relevant for service business. Partnerships incomplete. It has not given trial balance. It has given financial position. Right. Tarusi and Dilani were partners of consultancy firm. Think about service business. 2020 A-level paper. Question number 3rd one, economic equation. It has given service business. Therefore, definitely there are service business also. ඕගොල්ලෝ අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම මේ paper එක check කරනවා මෙන්න මේවා. Manufacturing business, trading business, service business. And partnerships as well as company, not for profit making organization. Those are the organization. There are 3 types of organization they check and 3 types of business available. You have to know how to provide information. There are more service business. Think about educational institutes. Think about hospital. And service business, lawyers firm, doctors firm available. Therefore, there are more service business available in Sri Lanka. We are going to provide information. Therefore, you have to know how to prepare financial statement of service business also. Service. ඒගොල්ලෝ විකුණන්නේ purchase කරන දෙයක් නෙවෙයි. ඒගොල්ලෝගේ service එකයි විකුණන්නේ. Therefore, main expense is stationery use. Right, think about this one. There are 2 partners available. Consultancy firm. It has given old profit sharing ratio relevant for goodwill adjustment as well as profit appropriation part and given balance sheets. Balance sheet means statement of financial position. 31st March 20. Our economic period now 31st March 21. See the requirements. Our economic period end of the year 31st March 21. Therefore, 31st March 20 mean previous year closing balance became this year opening balance. It has given 31st March 20. This is not closing balance. This is the previous year closing balance. Our accounting period end of the year 31st March 21. Think about 21 accounting period end of the year. Here it is given financial position 31st March 20. This is a previous year closing balance became this year opening balance. Incomplete records. Opening balance it has given. Therefore, normally if it has given incomplete records, should be start from the beginning. And given property plant equipment, opening balance cost and accumulated depreciation. And think about current assets available in inventory is stationery. Stationery. Therefore, now stationery are මේවා දැන් purchase කරලා තියෙන විකුණන්නේ නෙවෙයි, to provide service. For use, for provide service is stationery use. Therefore, this is main expense. Opening stock plus purchase available minus closing stock equal stationery use. That is a main expense of the service business. Opening stock plus purchase minus closing stock like a cost of sales, but that is not cost of sales. අපි stationery විකුණන්නේ නෙවෙයි යන්නේ. Stationery used for service, provide service. Therefore, this is not trading business. Stationery use for provide service. That is the main expense. Then consultancy fees receivable available and cash opening balance. You have to prepare ledger accounts. Stationery also you have to prepare ledger accounts to calculate stationery use. The next one, capital account and current account opening balance it has given. Think about current account, it has given within brackets. What is the meaning? Debit balance. Normally equity account we can see credit balance. If it has given debit balance, those are called debit balance. If it has given within brackets. And loan account Dilani. Think about section 24. Loan is given by the partner and given accrual of his expense also. accrual. Right. On 1st April 2020, beginning of the year, Senali was admitted to the business as a partner. Senali, and she contributed. It is given cash bought by new partner also. She contributed 40,000 in cash as capital. This is a cash bought by new partner. Beginning of the admission, therefore new partner also available. And goodwill of the partnership also given was estimated 20 million as at 1st April 2020. All adjustment in this regard should be made through the partner's capital accounts. Sometimes it has given share of goodwill, but here it is given goodwill of the partnerships should be adjusted to the partner's capital account. Old ratio credit, new ratio debit. And given agreement, all three partners available, new agreement should be applied for appropriate profit. Recent admission beginning of the year. Therefore, new partner also available during the current period. Each partner is entitled monthly salary and profit sharing ratio is given. Interest on capital 10% on their capital account balance. But now you have to decide based on opening or closing. If admission or retirement beginning of the year, normally you have to calculate based on their closing capital account balance. Interest on capital. Then additional second one, summary of the cash transaction. It has given consultancy fees, received amounts, including amount receivable previous year, also received. And it has given cash bought by new partner. And see the payment side. Purchase of stationery. Think about stationery use should be calculated. That is the main expense of the service business. And salary of the employees, office expenses, as well as drawings it has given, drawings, and amount deposited in fixed deposits. Think what date for 5-year period, but it has given interest rate also. Deposited for 5-year period during the current period, but you have to recognize based on accrual concepts how many months available during the current period. Think about how many months available. When we are going to calculate FD interest, relevant month available during the current period, you have to consider as income. Deposit කරලා තියෙන්නේ අවුරුදු 5කට උනාට මේ අවුරුද්දේ සම්පූර්ණ අවුරුද්දම තිබිලා නැහැ. Income and expense should be included income statement based on accrual concepts. And given depreciation rate also, state line basis. Sometimes it has given reduced imbalance method also, reduced imbalance methods. But here is given state line basis. And current assets and current liabilities given closing balance. Stationery inventory available. Stationery, you have to calculate stationery use. Open stock available and stationery purchase available, as well as stationery closing inventory available. Open stock plus purchase minus closing stock. That is the value raw stationery use for provide service. That is not cost of sales. Stationery purchase කරන්න විකුණන්න නෙවෙයි. This is not trading business. Therefore, that value cannot be considered as a cost of sales. That value should be considered as a raw material stationery use. Right now, see the requirements. They are following for the year for Tarusi, Dilani and Senali partnerships. Income statement for the year in 31st March 2021, and there's partners capital and current accounts, as well as statement of financial position. Admission beginning of the year. This is a service business. Therefore, consultancy income available minus stationery use equal gross profit. Main expense of the service business is stationery use. That is a value should be considered as a cost of sales. But in the service business, there is no cost of sales. විකුණන දෙයක් නැහැ. We provide කරන service එක. ඒ service එක provide කරන තමයි stationery use කරන්නේ. Therefore, stationery is given It has given as inventory. But think about stationery purchase for use, not for sales. Therefore, stationery use should be calculated. Purchase available, opening and closing inventory available. All three partners available. It has given admission beginning of the year, both income statement as well as financial person. And capital and current account also 3 columns. Capital and current account also 3 columns. First one, draw the format. Income statement as well as statement of financial position. All three partners' names should be included. All three partners' name. Like this, you have to prepare format. All three partners' name. Think about income statement. It has given there are 3 partners available. Tarusi, Dilani and Sinari partnerships based on entity concepts. Entity concepts. Name of the business. Income statement and profit appropriation accounts for the year end 31st March 21. Consultants income minus consultancy expense. Minus consultancy expense minus stationery use. Minus stationery use. Therefore, here opening stock plus purchase minus closing stock. Stationery use should be calculated. Stationery use. That is the main expense of the service business. Sometimes it is given directly consultancy expense. In this situation, consultancy income minus consultancy expense can be deducted. But now, in this example, it has given stationery, opening, closing inventory, and purchase available. Therefore, by using those information, you have to calculate stationery use. How to calculate? Plus opening stock, like cost of sales calculation, but cannot be disclosed as a cost of sales. Opening stock plus purchase stationery and deduct closing stock also. Minus closing stock minus closing stock. Main expense of the service business are the stationery use. Then gross profit can be calculated plus other income minus expense, net profit, then profit appropriation part. All three partners available. Tarusi, Dilani and Sinali. Salary also, profit share also. Then part financial person, all three partners available. Non-current assets, property, plant, equipment, and it accumulated depreciation. As well as if it has given fixed deposits should be included here. Then think about total assets and total capital account balance as well as non-current liability as well as current liability. Think about this is a format. Before answer the question, you have to prepare a format like this. Non-current asset is space, current asset is space, capital account and current account 3 partners, and current liability, non-current liability. Then partners, capital and current account also 3 columns. This is the capital account and current accounts. Let's think about service business, not trading business. ඒ කියන්නේ purchase කරලා විකුණන දෙයක් නෙවෙයි දැන් මෙතන වෙන්නේ. ඒගොල්ලෝගේ service එක තමයි විකුණන්නේ. For that use stationery. That's the main expense. Right from the beginning, take the balances. Capital and current account opening balance available. Financial position it has given. It has available opening balance. Take as brought forward. It has given financial position opening balance. Think about capital and current accounts. Capital and current accounts. Opening balance available. Opening balance 30,000 and 31,000. Take those balance as brought forward. 30,000 as 31,000. Capital account normal equity credit balance 30,000 as less 31,000. Credit side as balance brought forward. As balance brought forward 30,000 and 31,000. And current account also it has given balance. Take the balances as brought forward. Current account also 2,000 as well as Dilan 500 debit balance. Therefore, current account balance 2,000 and Dilan debit balance 500. Take as brought forward. If it is given within brackets, those are debit balance. Therefore, 2,000 and Dilan debit balance 500. As a balance brought forward, if it is given within brackets, those are debit balance. Balance brought forward. First one, opening balance should be records. Then start from the beginning. Incomplete records. Opening balance it has given 31st March 20 mean previous year closing balance. Previous year closing balance became this year opening balance. Previous year closing balance became this year opening balance. Right now think about property, plant and equipment, assets. Opening balance it has given and it has given depreciation rate also. See the additional third one. Therefore, depreciation should be calculated. It has not given disposal. It has not given revaluation. Therefore, property, plant and equipment is not changed. But depreciation should be calculated 20% state line basis. Then think how to calculate depreciation. Based on 80,000, 20% should be calculated. As well as that value, depreciation should be considered as expense. As well as this is accumulated depreciation, opening balance. Financial position should be included closing balance. First one, try to calculate depreciation based on this value. And that depreciation should be considered as expense. As well as financial position as accumulated depreciation, this value plus annual depreciation. This is opening balance. Right, first one calculate depreciation. Straight line basis depreciation. Try to calculate depreciation. Cost value equal 80,000 and percentage is given 20% annual. Therefore, annual depreciation equal 16,000. This is value should be considered as expense. Think about opening balance accumulated depreciation equal 20,000 plus annual depreciation closing balance. Think about that disclose property, plant and equipment and accumulated depreciation. Financial person should be included. Financial person and non-current assets. As a property, plant equipment cost value 80,000, it has not changed. And depreciation, think about as accumulated depreciation, opening balance it has given 20,000 as well as annual depreciation equal 16,000. Therefore, as accumulated depreciation, deduct 36,000. Therefore, this one minus this one, net value should be included last column. As well as annual depreciation, 20% based on cost value. That value should be considered as a property, plant and equipment depreciation in the income statement and expense. And expense as a property, plant and equipment depreciation. As a property, plant and equipment depreciation, 16,000 should be considered as expense. Thing start from the beginning, reason incomplete records. Incomplete records. Right now think about current assets. Stationary inventory it has given. Stationary inventory, it should be included under stationary use. That is the main expense of the service business. Opening inventory, like a cost of sales calculation, opening stock plus purchase minus closing stock. But this is a service business. Therefore, we have to write as a stationary use. Opening stock income statement 2000 should be included here as a stationary use. Opening stock equal 2000. මෙතන හදන්නේ cost of sales වගේමයි. cost of sales කියලා අපි ලියන්නේ නැහැ. හේතුව මේව අපි විකුණන්නේ නෙවෙයි ගේන්නේ. Those are used for provide service. And next one, under current asset, it has given consultancy fees receivable. You have to prepare separate ledger account as a consultancy fees. Receivable opening balance, like a data control accounts. This is a consultancy income receivable asset. By preparing ledger account, you have to calculate consultancy income. Therefore, prepare ledger accounts as a consultancy receivable. You have to prepare ledger accounts, T accounts. And that value should be included as a balance brought forward. That value should be included as a balance brought forward. Consultancy income, it has given balance as a consultancy receivable, but you have to prepare consultancy income accounts. You have to prepare consultancy income accounts and take the balances also. We are going to calculate for the year value. Consultancy income, consultancy income accounts. Receivable mean asset, therefore balance should be included as a brought forward debit side. Consultancy income receivable, therefore receivable is assets, value equal 12,000 under current assets. This one, that value should be included debit side as a brought forward 12,000. By preparing consultancy income account, we are going to calculate for the year value. Receivable mean assets, and it is given cash account also. Cash opening balance, closing balance should be calculated. Therefore, you have to prepare cash account also. 1000 debit balance under workings. Think about incomplete records. Cash account you have to prepare. Balance should be included debit side as brought forward 1000. You have to calculate closing cash balance as a balance brought forward. As a balance brought forward. Cash accounts. Financial position it has given, therefore start from the beginning. Capital and current account consider. Think about those are considered already. Then non-current liability. It has given loan account Dilani. That is a loan is given by the partner. First one, this value should be included under non-current liability. Second one, based on this loan, 5% annual interest should be calculated. Based on section 24, if loan is given by the partner to the partnership, 5% interest should be paid based on that. If it has not given agreement, therefore from the beginning this value should be included under non-current liability as a loan accounts Dilani. Recorded 10,000 financial position under non-current liability. Loan account Dilani, value equal 10,000. It can be included last column. Then try to calculate 5% loan interest. 5% loan interest for Dilani's loan. Calculate 5% loan interest. Loan interest within brackets Dilani. Within brackets Dilani's loan. Think about loan value is given 10,000. You have to apply section 24. 5% interest. Therefore, here interest equal 500. 5% interest equal 500. This value thing how to records 2 marks available. Interest should be included under income statement as expense, as well as this value should be payable to the partner. Therefore, partner's current account credit. Think about 2 marks available for loan interest. 2 marks relevant for loan interest. 5% should be calculated. 5% we have to consider based on section 24. It has not given in the paper. Partnership Act available 5%. Partnership Act section 24. Therefore, value equal 500, 2 marks. Expense, therefore, income statement. And this value payable to the partner, therefore, current account credit. Loan interest 500. Income statement and expense. And expense as loan interest. As loan interest. As a loan interest. Loan interest within brackets Dilani. Dilani's loan. Value equal 500. Expense. And it should be payable to the partner. Therefore, partner's current account credit. As a loan interest 500 for Dilan. As a loan interest. As a loan interest. Think about 2 marks. Section 24. Loan is given by the partner. Financial position should be done. Then loan account also okay. Now see the current liability. Accrued office expense. You have to prepare office expense accounts to calculate for the year value based on accrual concepts. Accrual is a liability. 2,500 credit side as brought forward. Therefore, prepare J accounts, office expense accounts, office expense accounts, office expense, and balance should be included credit side as brought forward. Office expense accounts. Think about incomplete records. It has not given trial balance. Therefore, accrual main liability, credit side as a balance brought forward. Credit side as a balance brought forward. We are going to calculate for the year value. Income statement should be included, paid or not for the year value. But given office expense accrual, no need to prepare separate ledger account for accrual expense. Accrual value also can be recorded through the expense accounts. Credit side as a balance brought forward. Right now, financial position okay. Thing start from the beginning. Reason it has given financial position. Incomplete records, not given trial balance. Therefore, now financial position we have considered. Opening balance discussed already. Now additional first one. Relevant for admission part. On 1st April 2020, beginning of the year, Senali was admitted to the business as a partner. And she contribute 40 million, think values in 1,000, in cash as a capital. And given goodwill of the partnership also. Read carefully. Sometimes it has given share of goodwill of new partner. We have to adjust goodwill of the partnerships. Right, first one thing about cash bought by new partner 40,000. Cash account debit, capital account credit. Double entry system should be applied. First one 40,000 cash bought by Senali. Cash account debit, cash available. Debit 40,000 as a capital accounts. And capital account credit Senali 40,000. New partner. Capital account Senali credit 40,000 as a cash. Think about double entry. Then it is given goodwill of the partnership also given. Goodwill of the partnership should be adjusted to the partner's capital accounts. How to adjust? Old ratio credit, new ratio debit. Therefore, as a goodwill, old ratio, we have to use old ratio credit. old ratio credit, new ratio debit as a goodwill. Debit by using new ratio. At goodwill, it has given goodwill of the business. Goodwill of the business is given. Think about goodwill value equal to 20,000. Old ratio 3:2. And new ratio is given 2, 3, 2:1. Tarusi, Dilani and Senali. Prepare working for that. Goodwill, old ratio credit, new ratio debit. Therefore, goodwill, prepare working for that. Old ratio, 3 partners available. Old ratio, 2 partners available. Admission beginning of the year. Therefore, old ratio credit, new ratio debit. Old ratio, there are 2 partners available, but new ratio, there are 3 partners available. Goodwill of the partnership should be adjusted. Think about goodwill. Goodwill by using old ratio. Old ratio credit, new ratio debit. And new ratio, there are 3 partners available. New ratio, there are 3 partners available. First one, prepare the working for goodwill adjustment. 3 partners available. As a goodwill, new ratio. As a goodwill, new ratio. New ratio, try the name. 3 partners available. Senali, new partner, and Tarusi and Dilani. First one, write the name. All partners Tarusi and Dilani. And new partners Senali. Therefore, all 3 partners available. New partner Senali. It has given all ratio 3:2. See the example. But new ratio is given 2:1. Goodwill of the business, it has given 20,000. Goodwill of the business, total value equal to 20,000. Record values in 1,000. See the example. This is old ratio, 2 partners available. And goodwill of the partnership equal to 20,000. And new profit sharing ratio is given 2:1. Goodwill of the partnership should be adjusted. Then take the values. 20,000 divided by 5 into 3. 20,000 divided by 5 into 2. Therefore, here value equal 12,000. Calculator can be used and 8,000. New ratio also divide by 5 into 2, divided by 5 into 2, divide by 5 into 1. Therefore, here value equal 8,000. 8,000 and 4,000. Should be adjusted to the partners' capital accounts. Think how to calculate. Old ratio 2 partners, new ratio 3 partners. Should be adjusted to the partners' capital accounts as a goodwill. As a goodwill, 2 partners available, old ratio 12,000 and 8,000. And capital account debit by using new ratio. New ratio, all 3 partners available, 8,000, 8,000 and 4,000. Think what 2 adjustments should be done if it has given admission. First one, cash bought by new partner. Second one, goodwill of the partnerships. Think what admission part, okay. Admission. Now think what additional. First one, it has given agreement also. Admission part, okay. Now you have to apply agreement. Think what new agreement should be applied. All 3 partners available. Each partner is entitled to monthly salary. It has given monthly salary. Each partner, annual salary should be calculated. Therefore, monthly value it has given all 3 partners. New partner also available. Therefore, Tarusi, Dilani, and Shenali. Monthly value is given as less interest on capital 10%. Now interest on capital should be calculated based on their closing capital account balance. Closing. Right, try to calculate appropriation accounts. Salary it has given as well as interest on capital. Salary and interest on capital. Think about salary, all three partners available. Monthly value is given 400,000. Take values in 1000 into 12. Take the values. It has given monthly salary. Annual salary can be calculated. Therefore, here value equal 4,800, 4,800, 4,800. Therefore, here total amount equal 14,400. 14,400. Think about salary. All the appropriation part. Appropriation account debit, partners current account credit. Partners current account credit as a salary. Partners current account credit. Think about double entry. As a salary, monthly value is given. Annual salary should be recorded. All three partners available. Admission beginning of the year. And interest on capital should be calculated based on their closing capital account balance. Reason admission beginning of the year. New partner also introduced cash as capital. As a result of goodwill adjustment, capital balance changed from the beginning. Therefore, from the beginning, try to calculate closing capital account balance. Credit side total amount increase. Take that value. And closing balance should be calculated from the beginning. And take those value debit side. Difference value as a balance carry down. Difference value as a balance carry down. Closing balance should be calculated. Therefore, here closing balance equal 34,000. Here closing balance equal 31,000. And here closing balance equal 36,000. See the capital account closing balance. Balance brought forward credit side. Then this is the value should be include financial position also. Capital balance not change further. As well as based on this value, 10% interest on capital. 10%, 34,000, 31,000, as well as 36,000. Try to calculate interest on capital also. 10% interest on capital. 34,000 into 10%. As well as 31,000 into 10% based on their closing balance. As well as 36,000 into 10%. Take the value 3,400, 3,100, as well as 3,600. Take the total value also. Here total value equal 10,100 within brackets. All the appropriation parts should be included within brackets. All the appropriation part. Think about appropriation account debit, partners current account credit. Therefore, partners current account should be credit as an interest on capital. As interest on capital, credit. Interest on capital 3,400, 3,100, and 3,600. Right, agreement okay. Profit share cannot be calculated yet. Start from the beginning. Think about service business. ගාන සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම හදන්න තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් දන්න ටික හදාන යන්න. එතකොට ටික දවසක් යනකොට හරියනවා. හදන්න නැතුව ඉන්න එපා. හදනකොට ටික ටික අහුවෙයි. Right, agreement okay. Now see the summary of the cash transaction. It has given cash receipts and cash payments. Those should be recorded through the cash accounts. Closing cash balance also should be calculated. Think about double entry system. All the cash receipts, cash account debit, relevant ledger account credit. All the cash payment, cash account credit, relevant ledger account debit. Think about from the beginning. Consultancy fees received in cash. including receivable on 31st March 20. This is a previous year closing balance also received during the current period. It has included here, therefore 520,000 total value. Cash account debit, consultancy income account credit, double entry. It is include previous year receivable amount also, it is okay. Therefore, 520,000 total value, cash account debit, consultancy income account credit. Think about double entry. Cash account available, debit 520,000 as a consultancy income. As a consultancy income and consultancy income account credit 520,000 as a cash. Think about double entry. We are going to calculate consultancy income for the year value based on accrual concepts. All the receipts, cash account debit, relevant ledger account credit. See the summary of the cash transaction. And amount received from Zenali on admission as a partner, it has recorded already. It has available additional first one also. That part already considered. Think about payment side. Purchase stationery 240,000. Purchase stationery, cash account credit, purchase account debit. That value should be included under raw material use, stationery use. Therefore, purchase account debit, cash account credit. That value should be recorded under stationery use. Cash account should be credit. Record it. 240,000 income statement. Think about purchase. Purchase account debit. That value should be included here as well as cash account credit. Cash account credit. 240,000 paid in cash for purchase stationery. Cash account credit as a stationery purchase. As a purchase stationery. Purchase stationery. Purchase account debit, cash account credit. That value should be recorded under stationery use. That is the main expense of the service business. Summary of the cash transaction. Then think about payment side. It has given salary of the office employee. Salary of the office employee 60,000. Cash account credit. And that value should be considered as expense. Cash account credit, salary account debit. This is not partner salary. This is employee salary. Should be included income statement. Cash account credit, reason paid in cash as a salary of the office employee. That value should be considered as expense. Therefore, 60,000 cash account credit. All the payment cash account credit as a salary of the staff employee. As well as that value should be considered as expense also. Income statement as a salary staff employee 60,000. Think about double entry. All the payments should be recorded through the cash accounts. Then office expenses, paid amounts, also cash account credit, office expense account debit. Office expense. It has given ledger account also office expense. Reason accrual office expense available. Therefore, you have to record through the ledger accounts now. This value directly cannot be considered as expense. Reason it has given accrual office expense available. For the year value should be calculated. Therefore, 20,200 cash account credit as office expense and office expense account available. Cash account credit as office expense 20,200 and office expense account debit 20,200 as a cash. 20,200 as a cash. Think about double entry. We have to calculate for the year value. Cash account credit, office expense account debit. This value cannot be considered as expense directly. Reason it has given opening accrual office expense. For the year value should be calculated. Think about payment side. Complete from the beginning. Then drawings it has given 12,000, 15,000, 10,000. Drawings, cash drawings. Therefore, total value cash account credit as a drawings. Total value cash account credit as drawings, as well as drawings should be recorded partners current accounts. Drawings should be recorded partners current accounts. Therefore, total value, here total value equal 37,000. Think about these three value. Drawings total money equal 37,000. Cash account credit as a drawings and partners current account debit separately. Partners current account debit separately. Cash account credit as a drawings 37,000. Total value 37,000 as a drawings. Cash account credit as a drawings and drawings account debit. That value should be recorded partners current accounts. That value should be recorded partners current accounts as a drawings. Drawings value equal separately should be debit separately 12,000 and 15,000 as well as 10,000. Think about effect for equity decrease as a drawings. Drawings should be debit partners current account and total value cash account credit. It has given cash drawings. Cash drawings. Next one, see the cash payment side. Start from the beginning and given last one. Think about cash payment last one. Amount deposited in the fixed deposits on 1st October 2020. Think about deposited date. From deposited date to end of the year, fixed deposit available only 6-month period. Therefore, as interest income, you have to consider only 6-month period. First fund deposited during the current period 200,000. This value cash account credit, fixed deposit account debit. It should be recorded in between current and non-current asset also. As well as you have to calculate FD interest only for 6-month period. Deposited for 5-year period, but it has available during the current period only 6 months. Therefore, as income should be considered cash received or not only 6-month period, and it has not received. If it has received, it has available under receipts. FD interest not available, it means not received. Try to calculate FD interest. Fixed deposit interest. Fixed deposit interest should be calculated. Fixed deposit interest income. Fixed deposit value equal to 1,000. Based on that value 12% annual rate, but it has available 6/12, 6-month period. Take the value 200,000 into 12%, then into 6/12. Therefore, FD interest income equal to 12,000. It has not received in cash, therefore should be included under current asset also. As well as think about fixed deposits deposited during the current period, cash account credit, fixed deposit account debit. Think about interest income also. Right, first month record fixed deposits. Effect for cash decrease, cash account credit 200,000 as a fixed deposits. That value should be recorded in between current and non-current assets. Financial position. In between current and non-current assets, 12% fixed deposits, 12% fixed deposits. It can be recorded last column value equal to 1,000. As well as FD interest income, FD interest income and income, fixed deposit interest income, interest income. Fixed deposit interest income equal to 12,000. If it has given only one income, can be recorded last column. FD interest income, it has not received. Therefore, FD interest income receivable under current asset also. If it has received, it has available under receipt side. Think about on the receipt side, it has not given FD interest. It means not received in cash. Receivable under current assets. Inventory should be included from the beginning. It has given stationary inventory. Space for that. After that, fixed deposit, interest, income, receivable. Assets. Therefore, if first column, 12,000. Fixed deposit, interest, income account credit. Fixed deposit, interest, income, receivable account debit. Double entry, 2 marks. FD also think about cash account credit. Fixed deposit account debit. Fixed deposit should be disclosed in between current and non-current assets. Then summary of the cash transaction okay. Additional second one okay. Third one okay. Now think about fourth one. Closing assets and liabilities given. Closing balance. Current assets and current liability closing balance. All the closing balance should be include financial position as well as relevant ledger account as balance carried out. Think about inventory, stationery, consultancy fees receivable. Those are assets under current assets. But accrual of fees expense liability. Current liability. First one record financial position. After that, relevant ledger account as a balance carried out. And inventory stationery should be includes under stationery use calculation. First one record financial position. Stationery inventory under current assets. Inventory stationery. Inventory stationery. Inventory stationery. Assets closing balance 4,000. As well as it has given consultancy fees receivable. Consultancy income receivable. Consultancy income receivable. Consultancy fees receivable. Assets value equal 5,000 under current assets. Closing balance think about. And given accrual of fees expense under current liability. Under current liability as accrual accrues. Accrued office expense. Accrued office expense current liability value equal 3,500. First one record financial position. After that, relevant ledger account as a closing balance. First one think about stationery use. Income statement, closing stock, stationery within brackets. Under cost of sales under stationery use calculation. It is like a cost of sales, but this is not trading business. And closing inventory should be deduct here. Stationery. We are going to calculate stationery used for provide service. It is like a cost of sales, but this is not trading business. Stationery purchase for use, not for sales. And it is given closing balance, consultancy fees receivable, as well as accrual of fees expense. Those are relevant ledger account as a balance carried out. Think about consultancy fees receivable available in the income account. If it has given receivable, balance carried down from debit side to credit side. No need to prepare consultancy income receivable accounts. Receivable can be recorded through the income accounts. Receivable is assets. Therefore, closing balance, balance carried down from credit side to debit side. Think about opening balance, it has given financial position and closing balance, balance carried down. And accrual of fees expense also given. Accrual is a liability. Therefore, brought forward credit side, closing balance, and carried down debit side. Therefore, balance carried down debit side to credit side. Closing balance it has given 3,500. 3,500 balance carried down and balance brought forward debit side to credit side. Right now, all the information recorded. Think about all the information recorded. Financial position it is given, opening balance it is given, admission beginning of the year, all three partners available. Think about incomplete records, not given trial balance. Opening balance it is given. Closing balance should be calculated. From the beginning you have to start. Then think about admission part, new agreements. මේ ගාන දැන් ඕගොල්ලෝ සම්පූර්ණයෙන් හදන්න තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් දන්න ටික හදන්න. එතකොට ටික ටික හදාගෙන යනකොට ඉතුරු ටික ක්ලියර් වෙනවා. හදන්නෙම නැති වුණොත් මොනවද තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. Right, then summary of the cash transaction. Think about double entry system. All the receipts, cash account debit, relevant ledger account credit. All the payments, cash account credit, relevant ledger account debit. Think about drawings also. Partners current account debit, total value cash account credit, fixed deposits, and think about closing balance. Now all the information recorded. Now complete workings. First one, think about consultants income accounts. By closing consultants income accounts, for the year value can be calculated. Credit side increase, take total amount of credit side. Credit side total amount equal 525,000. Take that value debit side. Therefore difference value, this one minus this one, equal 513,000. That is the value should be included in income statement. Therefore closing entry, income statement. As income statement, this is the value should be included in income statement as a consultancy income. Think about based on accrual concepts. For the year value should be recorded. For the year value, 513,000 income statement as a consultancy income. Think about accrual concepts. Therefore here as a consultancy income, 513,000 income. Like that, try to complete workings. And cash account closing balance should be calculated. That value should be recorded under current assets. Debit side increase. Take debit side total amount cash accounts. Cash account debit side total amount equal 561,000. Take that value credit side. And difference value as a balance carried down. Here balance carried down. That value balance brought forward credit side. Closing balance should be include financial position. Therefore 561,000 minus 240,000 minus 60,000 minus 20,200 minus 37,000 as well as minus 200,000. Take the answers.